couple more minutes. We're gonna get started. Just waiting for some people to show up. Yeah. How's everybody doing? What up, Jose? How you doing? Me in town, Boston. Louisa, what's up? A couple minutes, let people get in here.
By golly. Does it have historical significance?
All right.
Was this a pleasant thing?
Does it have political significance?
Couple more minutes.
By golly.
Hola.
Where did you come from?
Because I tried to commit suicide.
Where did you come from?
Because because I tried to commit suicide.
What up, Johnny Mars? About to start. All right. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming by. This is a COVID-19, a conversation on coronavirus and San Diego arts. I'm Johnny Tran, co-owner of Thumbprint Gallery, who is sponsoring this live stream. Today, we're going to go over quick update on COVID-19 SD County deaths and infections. We'll be talking about the state of California now accepting gig worker applications for unemployment insurance. SD County launches COVID-19 testing task force. Tula Rosa House of Art shuts down as a result of coronavirus crisis. Restaurants facing future social distancing challenges and how that affects the arts. We'll be talking about how consumer confidence is and will be affecting San Diego arts moving forward. And I also want to tell you that the music you were listening to just now in the intro is by local artist and musician Lou Campanella. I'll drop that his link in the Facebook event page. If you need any of the links, resources, sources that I mentioned in this live broadcast, just send me an email, thumbprintgallery@gmail.com, or a direct message on Facebook or Instagram. And our sponsor tonight is Thumbprint Gallery, which was founded in 2009. Thumbprint Gallery curates monthly and pop-up art exhibitions featuring emerging, mid-career, and established artists with a focus on contemporary pop culture, nostalgia, urban art, and pop surrealism. The gallery seeks to provide an eclectic and engaging atmosphere to view art by bringing people together in appreciation and support of local, national, and international artists. We're trying to keep our doors open during this time of quarantine. It's challenging because we're not able to do art events, as most of you probably already know. If you can, make a donation of any amount. Our PayPal is info@thumbprintgallery.com. Venmo is at Thumbprint Gallery. Check out our current group art exhibition titled Multiverse online at thumbprintgallery.com. Also, be on the lookout for our next online exhibition titled The Complexity of Light, a solo art show by Carlo Miranda, which starts May the 9th. All right. And thanks everybody for coming by. First thing we want to talk about, San Diego County update, quick update. San Diego County has 113 deaths from COVID-19. And we are now at 3,141 cases of infection. Also, the state of California is now accepting gig worker applications for unemployment insurance. Many of us in the arts, including musicians, artists, actors, are independent contractors and gig workers. And the state of California had yet to allow these individuals to apply for unemployment insurance until recently. And they just got that figured out. Basically, they had to, the Employment Development Department had to create an entirely new system to filter and manage all the claims, because that was not existing infrastructure, and now they have done that. So if you're a gig worker, independent contractor, look into that, see if you qualify. And this is from 10news.com. The state's Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, as part of the Federal CARES Act, is aimed at helping workers who are not eligible for basic unemployment. California began accepting applications for assistance on Tuesday. So there's 3 phases, and they have talked about that. Phase 1, to receive $167 per week. You have to have been unemployed from February 22nd through March 28th. Phase 2 of the program will cover unemployment if you were unemployed from the dates of March 29th until July 25th, and you'll be eligible to receive $167 for every week, and also additional $600 per week from federal funds. So $167 from California, $600 from the federal government. Phase 3 covers July 26th through October 26th. That's for $167 per week. And that is the latest update on unemployment insurance for gig workers, self-employed, independent contractors. Next up, we're going to be talking about the SD County COVID-19 task force. San Diego County has created its own testing task force. The first step outlined by San Diego County is to start the phased reopening process, which they're developing a plan for testing infections. We detailed the counties and also the mayor's requirements to begin reopening in last week's podcast episode. The sooner we can safely reopen the economy, the sooner we can start opening our art galleries, holding art events and music events and culture events, which we have been doing. So that is why this matters. This is from the County News Center. Before the County of San Diego can begin to ease some of the local restrictions, there needs to be a robust COVID-19 testing program in place. The county has organized a laboratory testing task force of local hospitals, relevant clinics, and commercial laboratory systems. They're going to be meeting, the task force will be meeting 3 times a week, and they will be responsible for identifying COVID-19 testing capacity and capability in the county. They're going to be looking to find gaps in the region's capacity to test. They'll be implementing a county-wide serology testing strategy, implementing quality assurance measures for pop-up testing clinics. So that's what the testing task force from San Diego County is looking to do. Basically, they're looking to increase the testing capacity. Right now, the labs in the region can test more than 3,400 specimens per day. The county task force set a goal of around 5,200 people a day. That figure is based on Harvard research being used by the state and federal government. The county has also announced a key metric which it will measure in order to adhere to federal guidelines for reopening. So they're going to be monitoring and looking at the numbers in a 14-day period. They're looking for the rate of infections to go down based on the 2-week periods. And that is what we need to see decline in order to reopen the local economy, which includes art galleries, as well as arts and culture events of all types. So yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that. I've heard some estimates, middle of May now. I don't know. I don't think California is moving as fast as other places. I think Georgia just opened their economy, I think prematurely. I think it was yesterday, but what am I doing here? Okay, yeah, so we all need to stick together in this time of need, especially those who are less privileged. We definitely need to look out for those people. And if you have the means, I want to let you know about a good cause, local cause, to help homeless individuals in this time of pandemic. Please donate to Hotel Vouchers for All. They are basically renting out hotel rooms for homeless people using donations. And they are on GoFundMe. I will drop the link on the Facebook event page. It's at gofundme.com/f/hotelvouchers4all. So please consider making a donation to that. And also consider making a donation to Thumbprint Gallery if you are enjoying this programming. Please help us help support the arts. Donation of any amount will help. PayPal, info@thumbprintgallery.com. Venmo is at Thumbprint Gallery. Hey, Melissa. Melissa is our old intern. Our first intern. Well, not our first intern, but how are you doing, Melissa? I'm gonna read some comments. Someone gives me the thumbs up. Beantown BDBC. Doing good, dude. Just saw you go live. Thought I'd stop by. What's up, Jose? Jose is my old roommate from PB, like freaking 20 years ago. Luisa Indago says, I'll be back. All right. Unsung Art says, vote Johnny Tran for mayor. Tran is your man. Stop saying that. I'm not running for anything. Art Unites Gallery says, hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás? King Osiam says, gonna drop this. King Osiam says, gonna drop this acid, eat this mushy, smoke this bowl, and listen. Hope I survive. That's great. Johnny Morris 5 says, sup? What's up, man? Unsung says, dope tunes. Nice one, Lou. Yeah, nice beats. Lou Campanella. Check him out. King Osiam says, is it true that Thumbprint Gallery is the sole source of bringing Kofifi into San Diego as part of their culture and arts events? He attributes that to Joe Sung. I don't know if they're hanging out together, but I'm not going to even respond to that. All right, cool. Hey, thanks everybody for coming by. So we do this every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And thank you so much for coming by. Next up, we're going to be talking about Tularosa House of Art has shut down. And Tularosa House of Art was an art venue which was in the process of being converted into an art gallery / bar, but it was forced to call it quits in the middle of the project launch. Due to financial constraints caused by the current COVID-19 pandemic, founder John Morella has detailed what happened in a post on Medium. He describes various red tape issues which were already hampering the project. And then finally, he talks about the last nail in the coffin, which was the pandemic. This is from his post on Medium. Quickly, I realized the severity of the situation. The art bar no longer made any sense. Friends suggested that I delay this opening until the epidemic blew over. But delay how long? Coronavirus won't magically disappear, despite what a certain incompetent politician in Washington, D.C. says. I wonder who that is. It may well be a year or more until people can socialize freely without crowds. There's no business, just bills. Then he goes on. Ideas have their moment. They will come in like a wave. Either you catch the wave and ride it home, or it passes you by, perhaps for another surfer to catch. The moment for the Tula Rosa art bar has passed. I'm sad it won't come to fruition and not happy about the money I've expended, but I'm also relieved that I finally have some certainty one way or another. My one little victory in this defeat was that the epidemic shut everything down before I invested more time and money. Besides, ideas are like waves. I've already caught another. So it looks like he's shut down the art gallery, art venue, but he has the next project lined up. I do know he hasn't announced it yet, but I do know what it is. And I think it's going to be very helpful for the visual arts community in particular. Maybe even more helpful than the recent project that was axed. I think this could possibly be arguably all for the better for him. I've actually been in the bar industry, as many of you know, on the promotions side for around 15 years or so now. And I've thrown hundreds of events. I mean, maybe even over 1,000, I'm not sure. But word on the street in the bar industry is that the market was already oversaturated, which in my opinion, actually caused oversaturation in art events. Some of you that know me and who are in the chat right now have heard me say this before. I'll probably get into it later, maybe another episode in the future, about how saturation in the bar restaurant industry is causing oversaturation in the arts events industry. But I'll get into that later. Okay. Another thing, as far as bars and restaurants is concerned, the future of social distancing is going to definitely affect the arts and the bar and restaurant industry. Last week I had mentioned the possible future problems with social distancing relating to the bar and restaurant industry and sector, and how this negatively affects many arts promoters who promote art and music events at bars, restaurants, and clubs. An analyst at Seeking Alpha, Clark Schultz, recently highlighted this future challenge for bars and restaurants. He writes, quote, the restaurant sector is expected to see a long period of various forms of social distancing, either mandated or through consumer choice, having a negative effect. Restaurants are likely to limit diners as local authorities adjust recommendations based off of COVID-19 case growth. The general feeling is that when restaurants reopen, some of the measures in place could be limited menus, limited seating, al fresco dining in outdoor spaces, panels and dividers, masks serving staff and customers waiting for tables in parking lots. There could also be long dinner periods stretching from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. to offset reduced capacity, and the possibility of temperature checks and silverware sealed in plastic. All these measures are seen as necessary due to the higher rate of contagiousness of COVID-19 in comparison to other viruses. So this is just one analyst. It's just one of his hypotheticals. Very plausible. It's very plausible. And this will affect us in the arts. Essentially, what looks likely to happen is that these venues, which are commonly used for pop-up art shows and music shows, I mean, bars and restaurants are commonly used for those types of events. In accordance with these potential and very likely challenges when it comes to social distancing in the future, even after the reopen, these venues are going to have less capacity for customers, which means less money available to pay promoters and arts and events promoters that do these pop-up shows. They they get paid by the door, get paid a flat fee, and they get paid maybe a commission from the bar sales. And these social distancing rules in the future, even after the reopening of economies, will hamper the ability of bars, restaurants, and clubs to make these payments. And also some of the future potential social distancing rules from bars and restaurants may actually make art and music events practically impossible, because you need to be able to fit people into a restaurant or a bar or a club in order to have an event that makes any sense at all. So that's concerning, and it's something you should definitely think about. Let's read some more messages here, or comments. Let's see, what do we got here? What are you people saying? On Facebook, Arthur Mitchell, DJ Artistic, says, peace, brother. What's up, my man? Delmar Antonio on Facebook says, I'm in 2 places at once. Whoa, yes, you're on Facebook and Instagram. Patricia Maldonado says, hi, Johnny. What's up, Patricia? Joshua Gray says, my brother has been sick for 3 weeks, including some COVID symptoms. Oh, sorry to hear that, dude. Scripps Hospital would not test him, so I called the county program at 211, and we got a test appointment. So if you have symptoms and want to test, that's the route to go. Scripps Hospital, okay. Dan Gallagher, hi, Johnny. Good to see you. Thanks for the update. What's up, Dan? Thanks for tuning in every week. Okay, Instagram. King of Siam says, we made a drinking game. Drink when Johnny says COVID-19, plugs thumbprint, takes a sip. Art unites, ha ha ha. Sung Art says, Chan is our man. I'm not paying him, you guys. Sung Art, John Chan 2020, not running, no way. That's hilarious. Sung Art, so many breweries, what are we to do? Yeah, This is exactly what I'm talking about. Art Unites Gallery. Check out at Gray Market Editions by owner of Tula Rosa Art Gallery. You're offering 3 free prints until May 1st. Check that out, guys. What's up, Chris? Unsung art. Where are the street artists? Sidewalk art needs to be monetized. Yeah. What's up, Vince? Yeah. Cool. So thanks everybody for coming by. I want to let you know about upcoming virtual event. It's called Virtual Community Conversation Arts Online. This is from the Arts District in Liberty Station. It's on Friday, May 1st, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Hear from 3 Arts District Liberty Station organizations about how they are overcoming digital programming challenges. How are arts organizations surviving? What kinds of arts programming is available online? Miss visiting your favorite arts organization? Join 3 Arts District Liberty Station organizations for a first Friday community conversation over Zoom, discussing how they're overcoming the challenges of changing their programs to digital and what they're working on to bring you arts online. And this event features Linda Caballero Sotelo, Executive Director, New Art Americans Museum, Benito Bautista, Executive Director, SD Filipino Cinema, Mark Carney, Executive Director of San Diego Ballet. Register on Eventbrite, and the Zoom link will be sent to you the day before the event. I'll be dropping this event page link in the Facebook event page. If you need any of these link sources, resources, send me email, thumbprintgallery@gmail.com. Send me direct message or on Instagram or Facebook. And also, please consider, if you're enjoying this programming, help us support the arts by making a small donation to Thumbprint Gallery. Our PayPal is info@thumbprintgallery.com. Venmo is @thumbprintgallery. I'm going to take a quick break before I talk about how consumer confidence affects San Diego arts now and moving forward. I'm going to leave you with more music from local musician and beat maker Lou Campanella. All right, I'll be right back.
You know how I feel. Get down now.
I'm an artist. I do not know what part of what reality again. I'd like to find out what reality I'm in.
You should stay home. Really help society. You should stay home. Personally, I don't think anyone's actually ready to go out and play fight.
I'm an artist.
Personally, I don't think anyone's actually ready to go out and play fight. Really help society.
This is a good time.
You should stay home. You should stay home.
Damn. Oops. All right, about to start. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. We are back. I'm gonna read some of these ridiculous comments on Instagram. Tougher, colder, wet. I'm still waiting on my reparations. Sorry, I'm not in charge of that. Louisa Dago. Del, I heart you. Unsung Art says, I'm still waiting on this guy's reparations. What's up, Jessica? What's up, Tommy? Unsung Art says, you're killing us. I don't know what you mean. Unsung Art says, hashtag drink when he says thumbprint. King O Siam says, Wheezy. And on Facebook, Delmar Antonio says, whose art is in the back? As El Vaquero Muerto. All right, cool. Well, thanks everybody for sticking around. I want to let you know, hey, check out my my t-shirt that I have on right now. This is the art of Victorio Villa. He was our employee at Thumbprint Gallery. We had to lay him off due to the pandemic crisis. He does need our support. Check out his art shop. Buy a shirt like this. They have different colors and different designs. It's at vctr.threadless.com, Victorio Villa. I'll drop that link in Facebook event page as usual. Yeah, so I want to talk about how consumer confidence is is and will affect the San Diego arts industry and sector. Consumers are the driver of the overall US economy, and certainly the arts sector in San Diego and everywhere else. Consumers are the ones who buy art. They pay for tickets, for concerts, buy tickets for theaters, and buy food and drinks at bars and other venues and clubs, which commonly host art, music, and cultural events. This is why we in the arts should pay attention to any signs indicating the level of strength of consumer confidence. This is from an article in MarketWatch.com. Perhaps the biggest hurdle to a full-blown recovery is the mindset of Americans. Polls show that we are more worried about the economy reopening too soon and leading to more COVID-19 deaths than they are about the economic fallout. An estimated 45,000 Americans have already died from the disease and counting. As long as they are worried, the US won't be able to operate even close to full tilt. Older Americans, more vulnerable to the virus, are particularly likely to continue social distancing and avoid large crowds at an unsettling change for an economy now dominated by services that involve lots of close personal contact. Basically, they're saying the economy is not going to go back to normal right away, or maybe never, you never know. They continue, quote, lingering concerns about the virus may mean that individuals are reluctant to gather in public places like theaters and restaurants long after the official lockdown is lifted. There is some evidence that this is happening in China, said Neil Shearing, Group Chief Economist at Capital Economics. So we don't know if the economy will bounce back right away, probably not, because of fear still left within the population of still potential infection, and you can die. We do have data on that, consumer confidence. The Conference Board recently released data on consumer confidence measures, which show a record decline. An analyst from Wells Fargo remarked, amid unprecedented job losses, stay-at-home orders, and continued choppiness in financial markets, consumer confidence fell to 86.9, lowest since 2014, bringing the 2-month decline to more than 45 points. Until today, the record for the largest 1-month drop in the present situation index stood for 50 years. The 39.7 point drop in February of 1970 was blown out the water by a free fall decline of more than 90 points. It's not just bad, it's awful. So that was the Conference Board Consumer Confidence Index. Basically, if consumers do not feel confident about their financial situation, they'll be less likely to spend money on anything not essential, such as arts, culture, and entertainment. This goes for all of the US, including San Diego. The article goes on. However, the latest data does provide some semblance of hope, which the Wells Fargo analyst goes on to describe. There are glimmers of hope. The share of consumers expecting business conditions will improve rose from 18.7% to 40%, and those expecting more jobs rose from 16.9% to 41%. So basically, to sum it up, according to this data, it seems like consumers are not feeling too confident about the current economic situation that they're in now, but they do have some hope that the economic conditions will improve in the future. hopefully this may work out while considering that we are starting to talk about reopening the economy in California and elsewhere. Of course, if we do have a resurgence, a second wave of COVID-19 after the reopen, things could turn around in the wrong direction really fast. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Another thing that we should think about regarding consumer confidence is real estate. This may be particularly of interest to those in the visual arts, since buying your own home is many times an impetus to purchasing more expensive art pieces. It turns out the pandemic is hurting home sales, with existing home sales down 8.5% in March. And it looks like home sales are expected to be even worse in the future. So basically, people who, this is true in my experience anyways, people who have, who buy more expensive art pieces tend to own homes. Also, many times I've had people come looking for art, particularly because they just bought a home. And those are the big investments in art. Usually. But this is from MarketWatch.com. The downturn in March aside, the housing market is poised to see worse numbers in the near future. The figures released Tuesday by the National Association of Realtors barely scratched the surface of the coronavirus pandemic's impact on real estate. So, at least according to this analyst, well, not according to this analyst, but the figures released by the National Association of Realtors, the coronavirus may impact real estate even more in the future. So, and that affects, as I said, people who want to buy art. That's always a economic driver that I always look at. But yeah, so you gotta really stay on top of your game. If you're in the arts, make sure you get your business side on par. And I do have an event that will help you do that. It's called Make Your Art Practice Marketable and Profitable Online. It's presented by Art Unites and Cassidy Creative Solutions. It's going to happen virtually Tuesday, May 12th at 7 p.m. It's a virtual workshop to make your art practice marketable and profitable. The workshop structure will be Blanca Lucia Bergman, who is founder of Art Unites and Art Unites. Featured artists, TJ Santa Anna, who's a visual artist, and Fade Green, music artists. Well, they'll all be asking crucial questions as representatives of their respective creative fields. And they'll be asking their questions to founder of Cassidy Creative Solutions, Sean Cassidy, who will be providing powerful information. I'll drop that Facebook event page in our Facebook event page. And send me an email, thumbprintgallery@gmail.com. Send me a message, Instagram or Facebook, if you need any of these resources or links that I talk about. Also, I want to talk about another event, virtual event. It's called Rise, and it's a fundraiser for Vanguard Culture from May 16th at noon until May 17th at noon. This is 24 hours of arts and creativity. Please join us from noon to noon on May 16th to 17th for Rise, a fundraiser for Vanguard Culture during these 24 hours of creativity and giving. We invite you to support award-winning arts coverage, professional development for creatives, and innovative cultural programming in this one-time only virtual event. Donors who give $10 or more will receive special access to a unique digital trove of creativity by local artists. Also, I want to let you know about Jackie Gary. She's a local San Diego artist who also has her own jewelry line called Jack's Atelier. A percentage of each sale is donated to homeless charities. Find her at JAXATELIER.com. Also, if you're enjoying this programming, please consider a donation of any amount to help us keep helping the San Diego arts community by sending a donation to Thumbprint Gallery. PayPal is at info@thumbprintgallery.com, Venmo at Thumbprint Gallery. Check out our current group art exhibition titled Multiverse online at thumbprintgallery.com. Also be on the lookout for our next online exhibition titled The Complexity of Light, a solo art show by Carlo Miranda, which starts on May 9th. Yeah, so thanks everybody for coming by. We're doing this every Wednesday, 7 p.m. And I want to read some more comments. King Osiam says, drink everybody. I must have said Thumbprint Gallery or something, or COVID-19. What's up, Autumn? Unsung Art says, I lay Victor too. He's sexy. Yeah, buy Victoria Villa's art. Unsung Art. But serious, go buy his art. He's dope. Unsung Art, how many barrels of oil have you bought? Unsung Art, thumbprint oil for sale. Autumn Snow artwork. Ghosts can't buy artwork yet. What's up, Anti-Quark? How are you doing? Art Unites Gallery says, thanks so much, referring to the plug on the event. Yeah, no problem. Let us know whenever you have something going on, we'll plug it. Autumn Snow artwork, waves. Unsung Art, don't even act like you finished. Finish what, man? Any other questions? I'm gonna put on some music. Yeah, every Wednesday we'll be doing it 7 p.m. Tell everybody. If you have any questions, send me an email. Oh, also, I don't have a name. I don't have a name for this. I don't have a name for this podcast yet. So, send me name ideas, non-COVID-19 related name ideas. All right. This is music from local musician Lou Campanella. Transmit now. No, I don't want to refer to myself either. Unsung Art says, yeah, we got questions. Unsung Art says, when is Thumbprint Con? You asked it last time. Unsung Art says, hashtag the trans train. King of Science is trans man. No. Terrible. Terrible. What up, Carlo? I just told everybody about the show coming up. Yeah, man. Carlo Miranda, The Complexity of Light Solo Art Show starts May 9th.